Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy 3 and welcome to Boss Rush Island 1. We'll be starting off with a free dart monkey, Sada on strong, and a spike factory right here on this line. It's going to be a 0-1-2. We're going to set target and make sure that it can hit the boss but not the track, which means right here. Don't be alarmed, it won't hit for the first couple of seconds. Speaking of which, a couple of seconds in, as soon as possible, we're going to be upgrading it to a 0-2-2, and then as soon as possible placing down another spike factory. With spike specifically, it is imperative that you are clicking as fast as you can while you're doing your upgrades, alright? Which means that currently I am spam pressing the S key, which is my upgrade hotkey, so that right at the end of Skull 3, I can upgrade to a Moab Shredder. This just makes you deal a lot more damage, as all these early game spikes that are being shot out are going to have the extra damage, which is just, it really snowballs, and so it's very important. Now we're going to get down a third spike factory and target it right about here. This guy is also going to be a Moab Shredder. We're going to be upgrading all spike factories from here on out to Moab Shredder, that unless I say otherwise, as later we'll be changing things up some, but for a while they're just all Moab Shredders, so they're at 0, 3, 2s, and you can see here that Moab Shredder was set in order to pop both the AI balloons, but also far to the left to pop Skull 10 faster. And now we are targeting this one again so that it can hit the boss. But not the track. That way, it can hit the boss balloons, it can hit these Moabs, but it's not going to be hitting all these red balloons and blue balloons that we just don't really care about. We're going to be getting down a Spike-a-Pult, which is a 3-0-0, but you guys can get a 3-2-0. I'll be getting that upgrade in like 1 second, so I guess I was just kind of messing around here. We're getting another Moab Shredder and one more Moab Shredder. We get a lot of them. I believe we get 2 more after this, but we're going to do some actual defense work pretty soon, as obviously this is not going to last forever. You can see we retargeted the spike factory so that it is only going to be hitting boss balloons and stuff and not the track, and we're not going to worry too much about these lives that we're losing, as we can get another spike factory for that. But for now we're just going to be focusing on the boss because we got the Juggernaut upgrade, which can do fine, and then we also upgraded the middle dart into a 3-0-2 so they can hit the Camo balloons. We finally are at 6 total spike factories that are attacking the boss. You can see 4 of them in the corner and 2 of them above, and now on either side we're getting down a 1-0-4 rubber to gold, as well as getting down 1-0-2 spike factories in the back for both of them. So you can see we got the rubber to gold, and on this one we're going to put it on close targeting, but the other one we can just leave on first. It's on the right side, it's on first, and both sides have the 1-0-2 spike factory. It's very important. Everything I do, it's pretty important. The alchemists, I guess, aren't as important, but the rest of it's needed for defense. So yeah, we're going to be retargeting the spike factories, and you can see Lych is like coming down so that it'll eventually hit this corner area. So that's where we're targeting every single spike factory, is in the corner, so that it can be hitting all of these balloons and all of the Lych and everything other than balloons on the track. We are targeting a 2-4-0 Dartling Gunner against the boss. It's also going to be helping out against these Camo balloons, as you see here, and we get an Alchemist for it, which is the 4-2-0, as well as getting down a 2-3-0 Wizard Monkey to help out with Moabs, which will be starting on round 40. You want to target the Dartling at the boss for the most part. It might have to be helping out with a couple of other things, but really you should be fine. If there's a Moab sneaking by, you might want to hit that, and if there's a bunch of these zombie Moabs coming in, you also might want to target that. And you can see we're removing the final obstacle. We removed the earlier one once we got up the Dartling, as that's pretty important. Sorry I'm a little bit behind. Lych has like a ton of stuff you have to do all the time, and I did just come back from the ER where my twin sister is, so that's why this guide's a little bit late, my bad. Once you're at $53,000, you can sell these 6 spike factories in exchange for a MAD, and just use that MAD ability right away. Earlier you technically could have used a Dartling ability, but I try to refrain from that, as it's just good to get in the habit of only using the ability when you get to the MAD. We're going to be upgrading the left spike factory to a spiked mines as soon as we can, and then getting up another spiked mines right here in this corner. Now if you are someone who is a little bit behind, right, as is very common with these guides, a lot of people are on pace with me and a lot of people are going to be a little bit behind. So if your boss is like close to the MAD, don't upgrade, don't place this second spiked mines. What you want to do is get the spike factory we already have placed, who is like right above it, and upgrade that to spiked mines. I hope that makes sense. Otherwise, whatever, just copy the guide. He'll be a little bit behind, but who really cares? I'm going to be real. Lych is kind of a very annoying boss. But I hope this guide's helping you out so far, and if it is, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and use code YOBOY, that's YOBOY, in the BTD6 store to help support the channel. Wow, I am exhausted. Sorry, I'm distracted today. I think I said that already, though. I forgot how to breathe, so look, we are just aiming the bat at the boss for now. There's not a lot to do. These spike factories are going to be able to nicely clean up the AI. I'm going to put things on 2x speed now. Alright, 2x speed is acquired. Super, super epic. You can see we're selling the dart monkeys that were down, as they're no longer very useful, and I'd rather just have the smallest bit more cash than I would have these dart monkeys. I know it's kind of rude to say, but you know, we're going to be getting super mines pretty soon, and we want to get the super mines as fast as humanly possible. Skull 70, I might recommend saving the mat ability for, as it can be slightly scary depending on RNG, how far your stuff is, so at Skull 69, I might save the mat ability. Now you can see we sell both Alchemists and get up these super mines, which is super cool. You can do that at like 115k. The Alchemists don't sell for too much, so whatever, and then target the super mines at the boss and get it its own 420 Alchemist. We're also getting down another 402 Spike Factory in the back, right? It was the original one that we already had. This guy is for safety. If you really want to squeeze out one extra pop, you could just go for the Megalodon earlier, but I wanted to play it safe because I didn't want to keep on recording. It's very late. It's 2:30 a.m. right now, so yeah, I got another guide to post after this too, so that's why I got the safety mat, and I think it is worth getting. But now we're going for the Meg. You can see here we just put it up as high as we possibly can. We got 4 beast handlers. You got to put them near water, otherwise you can't upgrade it to the Megalodon. I mean, you can't upgrade it to the top path at all because it's got to be in range of water for you to spawn in a fish. Pretty obvious stuff there. Once you get all 4 of them and merge them together, you can afford the Megalodon. Yay! This guy, he doesn't seem too helpful, but he's actually going to be helping to stall the zombie CMGs, which is extremely, extremely important. So the Megalodon, it'll knock them back, even if it's not physically targeting them. It'll hit the boss, deal a ton of boss damage, and you can see we're merging a bunch of beast handlers. You just get them up to 300, and then you merge them. Do not get them to 400, it's not worth it. So you can see here, we're at 132 out of 132 power, and I have it moved up as high as possible, and on first targeting, that way it should hopefully be able to take out zombie BFBs and ZMGs and stuff whenever they spawn in. It's kind of RNG though. You can see here that we are also getting down a Cripple Moab, which is the 502 for the faster firing cross path, and then we also get up a Chinook in order to move the super mines closer to the exit. We unfortunately take a leak here, but I feel like that's valid. I could get 2 more pops through not leaking, but that really doesn't matter that much. 98 pops is a very good score. We get at the Cripple Moab, and then we leak again, and I hope this guide helped you out. I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Oh, also join the Discord if you're looking for a team, but quite frankly, if you're on Island 4 already, you probably already have a team. Or if you have a team and you're at like 11 out of 15 players, just put your code in the Discord and people will join it. They watch these guides, so they're pretty good. I mean, they're way better than just opening your team to public. Bye.